cannot allow ourselves to let Manchester City get too much ground on us, and most importantly, we cannot become another Liverpool. You look at Liverpool; they used to dominate. They used to win league after league after league, and they haven't won it in like 20 years. They haven't won anything really, other than the Champions League one time, but that was pretty lucky. They shouldn't have won that. But anyway, we just cannot allow ourselves to become one of those teams that's a cup team. We have to be Manchester United. We have to keep winning leagues. We have to be the biggest club, not just in England, but in the world. We have to compete with Real and Barcelona. We just have to get out of this slump. We cannot allow any more time. The more we lose, the less likely it becomes that we become great again. And we just cannot take risks on managers. We cannot let Louis van Gaal keep going. We have got to get a winner. Mourinho is undoubtedly a winner. Pochettino might be a winner, but we need a winner now. I would say go with Mourinho. I would prefer Pochettino just on a long-term thing, but he's a risk. We don't know what's he going to do. If he wins with Spurs, maybe. If he doesn't win with Spurs, get him. But at the moment, we need a winner. Mourinho is a winner, no doubt about it. He's won with teams like Inter, with Porto. He's won with Chelsea. He's won with with Real. He's a winner, no doubt. With Inter and Porto, he won when he really shouldn't have won. With bad teams, Well, Inter, not so bad, but still, like, underdogs, big time. If he can go with them, and if he can get our team playing well, there's no doubt we could be great again. We could at least get ourselves back in the winning ways, winning trophies again. You look at Sir Alex Ferguson. When he came, he went a few years without winning, but when he started winning, the thing it was a never-ending cycle. There would be a couple years where maybe he wouldn't win the league, but then we win it 2 or 3 in a row. But you look at Sir Alex Ferguson with this team that he has right now, with that Van Gaal has right now, he would win the league, no doubt. There's no doubt in my mind. Sir Alex Ferguson with this team, he would have won the league, which is why a guy like Van Gaal, he's not that manager. We just have to let him go. We need to get a winner right now. Right now, we cannot let this go any longer. I mean, it looks like the board, who are pretty much they're useless. They're just gonna let him go until the end of the year, and then maybe get someone else in the summer. I don't know. I'm expecting they already have a deal with Mourinho. That's what everybody's claiming, and that's what I would think would happen. But I don't know. I'm hoping that next year United will be competitive again. Hopefully get Champions League, but it's really I really doubt it. I just don't see how it's gonna happen. This just has to stop. This has to stop. No more. Okay? No more United. No more Ed Woodward. No more Van Gaal. Come on. Get somebody good. Get them now. Okay? That's about it. Hope you like. If you like the video, click the like button, subscribe, check out punchdrunksports.com. Do a call from punchdrunksports.com. I'm going to bring you a little bit of a video. I'm going to analyze Manchester United's situation. Being a United fan, seeing United in 5th place, playing this type of bullshit football, it really does hurt. I grew up with the Sir Alex Ferguson era where we would dominate teams, we would win 5-0. If we were down 2-1, there was a great chance we were going to win 3-2 in the last couple of minutes. There was always a chance of winning. You look at the United team now, you look at Van Gaal, what he's done to the team, it's unacceptable. You have this team that offensively they're just dog shit. There's never any hope that we're really going to get goals. We went on a run of 2 games where we had 3 goals in each. Then we went against Chelsea. We had a good performance there. We were playing well. Then you going up against Sunderland, 19th in the league, or 18th, whatever they are. One of the absolute worst teams I've ever seen in the Premier League. We go against them. What happens? We lose 2-1. 2-1. So those guys, we get like 3 shots on goal. They get 17. 15 or 17, something like that. How embarrassing is this? This is unacceptable. I can't take it anymore. And honestly, what the hell is Van Gaal still doing? I have respect for the guy. He's done great things throughout his career, but he is not the right man for the job now. What the hell is he doing? Sitting there writing things in his little notebook when he should be on the sideline, getting his players in the fucking gear, telling them what they need to do. Just kicking them in the ass. If you're not doing shit, you got to get up there and tell the players what to do. You got to give them some indication instead of just sitting there scribbling in your fucking notebook. This is unacceptable. What do we need? We need a manager who's, fine. A manager like Pep Guardiola. Somebody who, or even Mourinho, somebody like that, Pochettino, who is always on the sidelines, always giving indications. He helps his players. He guides players. I remember one time seeing Roberto Mancini from Manchester City, who, in my opinion, isn't the greatest manager of all, but he's a pretty good manager. One time, he was just on the sideline guiding. You could see him guiding the striker, telling him exactly where to go. What happened? guided him straight to the goal, and he got the goal. How, fine, that's not very common, but still, that's something that leaves an impression on you. You see Van Gaal, he's just scribbling in his notebook all day. I think his time has passed, That's something that could happen a while ago, where things were a little bit less strategic. Maybe players, I don't know, they would just do things a bit more on their own. But nowadays, you have these young players that a lot of times they slack off, they like themselves too much. You have to kick them in the ass to get them going. Especially a team like United, who doesn't exactly have great experienced players. I mean, there are one or two, but you have a lot of young guys. You have a lot of young players with a lot of talent that probably think they're pretty badass. Look at Depay. Look at Martial. Martial in that game was the only person that moved. The only person in the front four that moved. It's ridiculous. You had Carrick who would get the ball, he'd look around, there'd be nobody to serve. Mata would do the same thing. That's unacceptable. They have to be moving around. If those players aren't going to cut it, hell, put in somebody else. I don't know what to say. But Van Gaal hasn't done any improvements all throughout the year. In fact, it's just been getting worse. You can't lose 2-1 to Sunderland. You just can't. You just fucking can't. You gotta get those. You gotta win these games if you want to have any hope of fighting for top four. Guess what? We're not going to the top four. Our best hope of getting in the Champions League next year is winning the Europa League. That's not easy. The teams aren't great, but don't get me wrong. The teams aren't that great, but it's hard competition. It's hard playing every Thursday. That's a lot of games. There's no guarantees you're going to do well in the Europa League, It's tough, especially if you do want to compete in the Premier League, because you play on Thursday, then you play on Saturday or Sunday. That's not easy. That's not easy, especially with our team, with so many injuries, with so many players that just slack off. You can just tell. There's the depth isn't there. We don't have that many talented players. We do have a lot of young talent, but we don't have any players that are confirmed right now. We need those kind of players. We're not getting top four. We're more than likely not going to get Champions League based on the Europa League. Maybe we can win the FA Cup. I don't know. Hopefully, we can at least get one trophy. But Van Gaal has to go. We need to bring in Pochettino or Mourinho. Have to get them, because we have to have a manager that can compete on a mental level and on an energetic level with Guardiola. We need Mourinho, who's competed with him before and he's actually beaten him before. Or Pochettino, who's a young manager who's doing great things with Spurs. Maybe he can spur us on. Get it? He can spur us on to do great things. You never know. We need someone who can build. Mourinho is not a manager that's going to stay there for many years and build a dynasty. I mean, he'll win you some trophies, but he's not going to be there for a long time. Pochettino might be that man. He's young. He's got a lot of football knowledge. He's proven at Spurs that he's really strategically built. He's very solid. Who knows? Maybe he's a better man as a manager right now. But at the moment, we can't take any risks. We need a manager who can get us trophies. We cannot let